Well, many of us often have trouble sleeping from time to time, but figures show the number of Australians undergoing tests for sleeping difficulty has almost doubled. Nine's Airlie Walsh has joined us in the studio more. Airlie, it's obviously not more wives complaining about snoring husbands. What is behind the jump, do you think?
Well, it's actually home testing. Of course, the search for a good night's sleep is something that affects so many Australians. More than 1.5 million adults suffer from sleep disorders, and this costs the economy around $5.1 billion in terms of lost productivity and also healthcare. And of course, untreated, there are severe health problems, including hypertension, dementia, including heart disease. But thankfully, as you've mentioned, diagnoses are on the rise, and that is thanks to the Medicare-funded home testing. So what this means is that prior to this home testing, which was introduced in 2008, it was probably a little bit scary for people to go to a sleeping lab or a hospital and check in and get tested and spend the night. Since this technology was introduced in new research that has been recently released, we're seeing the statistics absolutely soar and skyrocket from sort of, well into the double digits, tens of thousands of people now being tested, which is a good thing. Basically what happens is you go to your GP, you get fitted with or you get given a take-home kit, you go home, you hook yourself up, and but I'll let the specialist here explain a little bit more as to how the technology works.
We use exactly the same sensors and electrodes, and all the data is recorded onto a little mobile phone-sized device, onto a little camera card, and then it's just downloaded the next day onto a computer and analysed just exactly the same way that it's analysed for a hospital sleep study.
So less snoring, more sleeping, which means a happier Australia. So we'll have more details of that story. 9 News at 6.
A happier Smith household too, I have to say, Airlie. Thank you very much. Sounds good.